Hey, did we come in over there?
I thought we came in over there.
How long can fish live in one of these plastic bags?
I don't know, maybe 2 hours?
You better find this car.
Jerry's not completely off base. He's just trying to help. But unless Elaine bought her fish 10 hours ago, they'll be fine.
Let's try it this way.
Really have to go to the bathroom. Why don't you just go behind one of these cars? Why? There's nobody around.
I'll wait.
You know, you hold it in like that, you can cause a lot of damage to your bladder.
It would take repeated situations for Jerry to be seriously injured. But over time, he could develop a UTI, which can spread to his kidneys.
That's what happens to truck drivers. Well, they hold it in all the time, and eventually it starts to come out involuntarily.
All right.
Truck drivers have a high rate of UTIs, as found in a 1980s Danish study. This is known as taxi driver syndrome. Holding in urine weakens the muscles around the bladder and eventually can lead to involuntary urination.
Jerry, are you aware that adult diapers are a $600 million a year industry?
I used to think Kramer was just exaggerating here, but today's market share is worth $9 billion, not million, billion, and it could climb to $15 billion in the next 5 years.
Maybe I should just go anytime I get the urge, like you, wherever I am. There's too much urinary freedom in this society. I'm proud to hold it in. It builds character. How does my bladder know I'm in a department store?
Why don't you just go?
No, I can't.
Don't you get tired of following rules?
You think I'm too cautious?
Public urination is famously not a criminal offense in New York City, but this mall is actually in New Jersey, where it is just a court summons with a possible fine and community service.
Well, why be uncomfortable if you don't have to?
I've had this condition since I was 11 years old. I've been in and out of hospitals my whole life. I have no control over it. Doctors have told me that when I feel it, the best thing to do is just release it. Otherwise, I could die.
16th century Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe refused to excuse himself from dinner, which led to his bladder bursting. He died 11 days later, but this is not common.
Why would I do it unless I was in mortal danger? I know it's against the law.
I don't know.
Because I could get uromycetitis poisoning and die, that's why.
While a made-up term, Jerry is simply giving a specific name to urinary tract infections.
What's the difference? We'll all be dead eventually.
Does that bother you?
Yeah, it bothers me. Doesn't it bother you?
Not at all.
You see, now that bothers me even more than dying bothers me, because it's people like you who live to be 120 because you're not bothered by it.
At the time of the episode, no one had lived past 120. That has since happened, and if you go by the Bible, plenty of people have lived beyond 200 years.
How can it not bother you?
Well, I once saw this thing on TV with people who are terminally ill. Every one of them believed that the secret of life is just to live every moment.
Yeah, I've heard that. Meanwhile, I'm here with you in a parking garage in Jersey.
The uromycetitis, the water bottle. I made all that up.
Now Jerry fesses up to the whole thing before lying about his father being in a red Chinese prison.
Where's your little bag of